time has come, and one day in the autumn of 1995, my father called and told me that he was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And he asked me to come back to Korea to run his business. And as devastated as I was, I still had a lot of work to do here in the States. And I told him that Father gave me 6 months to 1 year to wrap my business up here in the United States and then join you in Korea. And my father's personality, he didn't ask me anything. I always ask him something as any other son. But that was one of the rare occasions he asked me. He said, Bill, I want you to know that I don't have many days left in my life. And he said, I live my life building the business and build the mean to the purpose that I always dreamt of. I want to serve people for the rest of my time here on this planet before I go. And that's one time son says, yes, Dad, I will come. So I packed up and went to Korea in October of 1995 and joined the company as a CEO. And ever since then, for 365 days, that 1 year of his life before he passed away, almost exactly a year after, he really served his purpose. Not only he endowed more than $100 million to build this college, but he worked every single day in his last days to make sure those colleges are built in the right way so that all the youngsters around the world can come and educate in the right way. He selected the color of the brick, color of the tiles, every desk, and every mission the college bears. So he poured all of his heart and blood and sweat into the college. And as a result, it's been 16 years since he endowed the college. Many tens of thousands of graduates all over the world are participating rigorously to build a better world in all sectors of life. And today, thousands of students are building their dreams in the very university he devoted and served his purpose. But that whole 365 days of his asking for me to come back to Korea, for him to build this mean for all his lifetime to serve this purpose, puzzled me. The reason why I'm puzzled is that it's great to build your fortune, build your business, to finally build some form of foundation or college to be socially responsible, giving back to the society like all the rich people do, which is a good thing. But I wondered, why can't a business not only be a mean to the goodness, but also a purpose in and of itself? Doing business, serving purpose at the same time. Why could business be that? That has been, ever since my father's days, ever-ending quest that I always have had. Until I met Vitamin Angels. And until I met Howard Schiffer, until we shared this vision and dream to provide this critical nutrition to all the children who are in need around the world. Until we share our dream that our goal is for us to get fired. So until we connect our everyday business activity to the purpose of serving others, we have connected everyday business activity to support those children in critical needs. So after that, make that connection, my question has been answered. that Univera is finally a set of business, not only building a strong mean to serve the world around and humanity around us, but also in and of itself is a purpose of serving others. And we are all part of that. So after we embarked this mission 3 years ago, this mission was so important in my life and in the lives of many Univera associates around the world. I really needed to be down there where actual children live and actual children are getting benefit from our effort. So I waited a year to make this trip down to Honduras last May. It was a life-touching, rewarding, most moving experience I ever had in my life. I have seen the poverty that I ever seen before. I have been with the children. They are probably the most in need that I ever met in my entire life. I have seen the families whose houses is less than a cardboard carton, and they live in that house for many, many years. I had ate with them in a food that I ever experienced before. But all that experience, this critical vitamin have provided them with a stepping forward in their life. And all that experience, when I left Honduras, it all boils down to one feeling inside of me, truly. That is appreciation. Appreciation to every one of you in this room. Reason is very simple. This vitamin that you provided, that I squeezed in the mouth of hundreds of children down in Honduras, made difference. It saved their lives. And it's not only saving their lives, it's saving their family. Just imagine yourself, one of your children is dying because of nutrient deficiency. Just imagine what's going to happen to your family if your children is suffering from anything. It breaks down the family. So the fact that you provide a means to save the lives of these children because of the very vitamin that you provided is not only saving themselves, but saving their family. I have been in a community where vitamin angels were there for 3 years. And I went to the community where vitamin angels arrived. Day and night difference. Now it's not only the children, not only the family, it's the entire community that you are touching. You are making difference. So all that week of sweat and tears, we cried a lot. We couldn't help. But all that boils down to the very things that you all do that are just overwhelming appreciation to all of you. So in this very moment, I'd like to thank you for being a big part of this great endeavor and serving the world together. So, it's you. It is you. It is you. Thank you. So I still remember their faces. Watching that video, I could smell that rice and beans that I ate every single meal. I thought it was a vegetarian dish. I thought it was a dietary, great diet for me, but I actually gained 5 pounds in Honduras. So with that feeling of appreciation, with all the smiling faces, I have made a commitment there in Honduras that I will visit the very place every single year for the rest of my life. I will be with the children. And that journey, I was not alone. I had great supporters. And out of those greater supporters, there's one person that have provided me with greatest support by showing her the most gracious and giving heart, and be there with me in a muddy floor and dirty table, and we work viciously to make sure that we serve them right. And she was right beside of me, and I was right beside of her, working together hands in hands. So now I'd like to introduce our dearest associate who went down to Honduras with me, the Kathy Kenny.
Every day you get the chance to say, oh, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart. It goes off like a gun. Right in the sun.
Oh, that video brought it all back. So I'll try not to be too shaky. I am forever grateful to have had this incredible opportunity to travel to Honduras and see firsthand and be there firsthand working with Univera Serve First. And to top it off, to travel with Bill. How awesome is that? I mean, I'll never forget it. Thank you, Bill, for that, and thank you, Univera, for making that trip possible for me. So I want to tell you just a little story about what happened the day I got back. Then I'll go back to Honduras. But I was running my dog the day after with just flying with all the thoughts about Honduras, and I ran into a neighbor, and she said to me, so did you finally realize that you're just this tiny little person that can't really do anything, that there's, you know, the poverty in Honduras, they have so monumental issues that you're just so small and you really can't do anything? And I was like, whoa. No, I realized the total, complete opposite of that. That when people join together with a clear intention to make a difference in the world, amazing things happen. And lives are changed. Mountains can be moved. And part of our, in Honduras, part of our duty was to interview the parents of the children who were in the program to see how it was going. And what we found, it was confirmed through those interviews that the children are healthier. They're not missing as much school. They're happier. They're thriving. This program is working, and it's making a change for them now and for their future. I want to say something that Bill has a huge mission to fulfill his father's dream, and he needs all of our help. And all of us are, you know, we're all sitting here not just by accident. Somewhere along the line, we said yes to this. We said yes to Univera. We said yes to Bill. So it's important to understand how big a part we can play in this. And when we're doing our highest and best, when we're building our Univera business, when we're sharing the gift of health and wealth with others, we're not only helping ourselves and our associates and customers, but we are making a change in the lives of those families in Honduras. So I just want to say one last thing. I mean, I could go on and on about the experience, but you already know and you heard and you saw. And a friend of mine who's also a speaker said to me, said a couple years ago in a speech that he was giving, be 100% responsible for your own experience. Write it down, because and think about it. It changes everything. Be 100% responsible for your own experience. You get to choose. We can help Bill. You just have to choose to do it. And what did Al say yesterday? Start! And there was a lot of things said in this conference, but one of the things that we said in Honduras was, vámonos! Let's go!
Vámonos!
Step over here.
So vámonos! Last 3 years, all of your hard work in Univera have supported over 2 million children around the world. And now Kathy and I share a dream, and I think it's a real dream, that we have committed ourselves to be able to sponsor all the children around this globe in need. And until then, we will work harder every day for that endeavor. Now, would you join that march? Thank you.